Hello, 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 what is up everybody? Welcome back to another Agrarian Skies. Yes, sirree, we are here, and as you can see, we got a few villains. I've been doing a little bit of work. Nothing too crazy, but a couple things. Get in there. I don't care about your items at this point in time. Thank you. I want to keep you. But yeah, so I've been doing a little bit of work here on the tower. I kind of feeling the same theme as what we went with over there. Trying to incorporate it in. This tower is just so big. It's a little bit obtrusive. But as you can see, we have a little bit of an extension up top here as well. And apparently a spider. Really? Really, spider? Really? I'm going to kill said spider. Thank you very much. But we have a bit of a room up here either way. Alright, so I'm just kind of tapping into the lava here. Voila. Do these give out a light level? That is a good question. Is it going to affect me? I don't know if it will. So this will be enclosed in like so. There should be no light level actually getting through there once we add in the next piece that we need to do. So this is all non-spawnable and all that jazz, and I want to keep that in mind when I'm building this stuff. But I do also want really good spawns. So let's jump on over here, and we need to get ourselves a grinder from Mine Factory Reloaded. This way we can get some of that mob essence going that we need for the Enderman, right? That's where we left off, I think. Did we? I hope so, because that's what I'm doing. Alright, but anyways, let's get some tin gears and all that jazz. You know, it's crazy. I can't believe how, you know, time flies, right? Like, this series already is quite old, right? I mean, you think about it, and I've gotten nothing done. Or at least that's how I feel. I honestly feel like when I play Minecraft, I don't progress very fast. And it's my own kind of thing, but, you know, it's one of those things. But, yeah, I don't know. You guys are awesome support, and I really do appreciate all of that. Big time. You guys have no idea. If it wasn't for your guys' support, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'm straight up being dead honest with you. I would have quit. Simple as that. I mean, what's the point in carrying on if nobody supports you and nobody likes what you're doing, right? So I would have quit, hands down, a while ago. And I really do appreciate it. So keep it up, everybody. You guys are awesome. I guess I need some books. Let's see. Is there... There's the Tinker's recipe, right? So blank pattern, string, and paper. Do I have string? I wonder if some just fell over here. But yeah, so things are starting to come along. We need to develop this building into something. I've decided it's a little bit too tall and lanky to just kind of be like, oh, look, there it is. So we need to kind of come up with some sort of a lore or idea for that build. But I don't really have one at this point in time. So I'm going to, again, ask you guys if you have any ideas. Please feel free, submit them in the comments section, along with slapping that like button. You guys rock for doing all that. There we go. Some books. Get that grinder going. Excellent. That's what I'm talking about. So the grinder is basically going to be the item now that fixes our life. Do I not have spider eyes somewhere? Spider eyes going there. Alright, good. So the grinder itself from Mine Factory Reloaded, it basically grinds up mobs, or, you know, it'll do cows and all that kind of stuff as well. But, hello, goodbye, have a nice day. But it also grinds it up into mob essence, okay? So as you can see, there's a little bit of energy in there, probably from, I don't know what, actually. Maybe from there? I'm not sure. But there's a little bit of energy in there, but not enough to really do anything. And the grinder only encompasses a 5x5 little area in front of it. Now, I do want to get myself a leadstone energy cell and whatnot for this grinder, so that we're not kind of wasting as much lava as what we currently are. Alright, so I'm going to make that up, and we'll get this all done, and we'll see how it all looks. Alrighty, so we're pretty much done, and you can see here that I have the cursed earth in my inventory ready to go. Apparently we have a little old skeleton friend up here somewhere. Let's go pay him a little bit of a visit. Oh, he's stuck on a spider. Oh, look at that, an ender pearl. Grinder worked. Awesome. Alright, so as you can see, we have conveyor belts on the side. Now, the problem that we have is the grinder has a restricted range. So the range of said grinder is going to be I'm pretty sure it's a 5x5. I don't think I have my sledgehammer on me. I do not. So it should be a 5x5 little section here. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that we give the best opportunity for growth for the cursed earth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it in last. Alright. And that way we also get, you know, some good little growth on her as well. So let's see. We should be good. You do not want cursed earth to hit daylight. Alright. So even having this daylight over here, and actually, you know what? Let's close it up for now. And you should see our light levels are decently low. These are giving off a light level of some kind, which is not ideal, but the light level should be low enough over by the cursed earth here, whereas we fill it in, it should be completely dark in there now. Completely dark, which is great. That is exactly what we want. And that cursed earth should start spreading to the rest of the dirt. It only spreads in darkness, full darkness, and basically has the opposite effect of grass. So if I were to expose that to the sunlight, oh boy, you get a fire. Alright? So that cursed earth should be doing its job. Now that spider, on the other hand, is getting a little bit in the way. And I don't really have a way to deal with said spider without the grinder being operational. Oh, and I've got the hardened energy conduit, or hardened energy cube up here. So this should be completely fine for me to enter in like this. No questions asked. So we're going to place down the hardened energy cell like so. We're going to basically ignore all redstone, and we're going to accept from the sides and output out the bottom. Is that right? Did I get that right? Energy's full. Idle timer's working. Work. Okay. And the essence, we might need another servo. I didn't think about the servo. And we also need to get ourselves some sort of an ender chest or some sort of a chest here to distribute the items that we get from the mob farm. So, let's see now. They shouldn't be falling, right? So we have an enderman, we have a spider, which I should probably get rid of. Okay, so let's get rid of the spider and all that jazz. There we go, spider's gone. That should unclog the system nicely. Alright, good. Okay, so the other guys should be down below, exactly where we need them to be for the harvesting. Alright, let's jump on down to our little mob farm. Hello, endermen, skeletons, etc. Give me your ender pearls and all of your fantastic loot. Beautiful. Okay, not too shabby. I am so far, so good, happy. So far. So this guy should start to operate pretty much automatically. Things should start to happen. Things should start to take place. We already have loot coming through. Oh, wow. Okay, and endermen are spawning. Alright, so we need to get ourselves a chest on that guy almost immediately. And I really need to stop taking fall damage. It is killing my food. And voila. Look at that. Not a bad little system. I like it quite a bit. Let's eat this melon juice. I decided to go with some juice because I was falling so much. Oh, man. All right. So, let's see. Do we have blaze powder? I don't think we do we? Just a hunch. We do not have blaze powder, like I figured. So, to basically accommodate that, we're going to have to get some blaze powder up in his house. And I'd love to get an ender chest on there. I really would. And that might be asking a little bit too much. So for those of you that don't know, an ender chest is... Oh, there's no ender chest mod? Really? That is very interesting. Tesseract? Molten Enderium. What do we need for you? Ender pearl? Shiny, tin, and silver. So 1 shiny, 2 tin, 1 silver, and I believe that is 4 ender pearls? 250, yeah. We could potentially go that route. And we can also make hardened glass, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. You can make it in the casting basin with the obsidian, just pouring lead over top. Let's see where we get with this. I'm going to farm this out a little bit. I'm going to get some more ender pearls. And we will see about maybe getting a Tesseract to operate those drops, which I think could be pretty awesome. Oh, can I get looting on this thing, please? Please, please let me get looting. Oh, look at... Oh, that is wonderful. All those ender pearls. Alrighty, so we have about 2,000 millibuckets worth of end whatever. And what we're going to need is we're going to need 2 shiny, 2 silver, and then 4 tin. And that should get us enough for some Enderium, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll double check this. Let's swap this guy out for this, plus the ingot cast. And I went ahead and made some hardened glass as well. So hopefully this works. I mean, I could melt the ender pearls. That's more than enough, which is more than I can say. You can't melt redstone with this type of smeltery. So I'm very happy that I was able to do the ender pearls. Oh, it's nice to see. Oh, look at all those endermen over there. They're just waiting to die, aren't they? We need to get upgrading the blood altar, though. Holy cow. The amount of loot, or the, not loot, but the amount of stuff that we're getting from it. We really need to get to the next level blood altar. So we should see molten Enderium. Beautiful. That is exactly what we wanted. And I'm just going to slap the clock on it, get this stuff poured out, and we should be able to get ourselves at least, yeah, not quite the full Tesseract, but we're pretty close. So you can also use the smeltery, as you can see, in a casting basin, like so, to fill it up with ender pearl juice. So basically what we need is another 8 ender pearls. Luckily we have a decent amount of those now with our enderman farm, and we'll throw those in and get that melted up a little bit here. I don't want those to melt into that. There we go. Remove you. Beautiful. You got to be careful with these redstone clocks. Let me just warn you. They can be troublesome if not used appropriately. Alright, so we're going to have our casting basin like so. We're going to need to get ourselves a couple of diamonds. Or, I guess just one. I guess I didn't make enough hardened glass. But anyways, there's our Tesseract frame. And we place that in the casting basin like so. Now, once these ender pearls are done, that should allow us to... I think it's... What is it? It was 1? Was it 1? And then the obsidian. I think it was... It might have been 2. Anyways, to get the hardened glass. So once this ender pearls are done, which they're right around the corner, come on, finish up. I know you want to. And there we go. No, wait. There we go. No. There we go. Alright, so now we have the ender. So we can actually pipe this into the Tesseract frame. And you'll see it's pouring out, and it should pour out 4 ender pearls worth into the frame. Just like so. And I'm assuming it takes a second to harden, but maybe not. Tesseract. There we go. There it went. So now we have the full Tesseract frame. So to get the Tesseract itself, we need a little bit of bronze and silver, which is very easy to make. But before that, I need to get a little bit more of the hardened glass. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little bit of that here, and we'll get our second Tesseract frame, and then we'll worry about the bronze. Now, I think, yes, we can do that recipe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and tin, 1, 2. Simple, old, standard forestry recipe to get some bronze. Just like so. And we need to get, what was it, silver? So bronze around there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very easily done at this point in time. Just like so. And there's our first Tesseract. How awesome is that? I am super pumped. So I'm going to finish this up, and we will get to maybe automating up that loot. Alrighty, so here we have our first Tesseract and our second. Always best to make 2. Just saying. You know, it might come in useful, in handy. And I want to get myself a item duct, which are right here, and a servo. I guess we ran out of servos, didn't we? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and I think the other piece is glass, if I'm not mistaken. It's like so. Perfect. All right. So servo and an item duct should handle the needs up north. Now, I mean, I am overflowing with blood already based on this system. This thing, wow. Thank you, Iskall. That's all that I can say. That cursed earth is magnificent. But we're going to have a bit of an issue. Look at this. We already have a stack of bones. Oh, me, oh, my. All right. Oh, dang. Did not want that to go down. Okay. I'll do this like so. This part here is for future. So I'm actually just going to rearrange this so that we know for later. Look at that. It's spread beautifully. We can view that here. And we should see a decent amount of loot and mob essence continuing through the system, which is just beautiful. And you know what I might do? I might even leave this chest here. Let's leave the chest because it does work out quite nicely for the system. We'll put on a servo and we'll slap down our first Tesseract. Now, this guy here, I'm not going to attach it to the power line. There should be not any, I don't think there's any light going through there. There may be, actually. That's a stair. What about, why don't we go like this? Okay, we'll remove the Tesseract, and we'll go up above, like so. We'll install the servo there, and we'll slap the Tesseract beside it. And then that way we can still fill this back in and have it nice and dark at all times. Alright? Now we can't access the chest. Okay? So keep that in mind if you're doing this. That if you want to access the chest, that you might need to keep that block out of there. But no mob should spawn in there anyways, so you should be fine. So basically what we're going to do is... Hello, Tesseract. Sometimes I forget I'm playing on multiplayer. But what we're going to do is we're going to set up a item for receive... Send and receive. That's the one we want. And the rest will just be blanked out. And we will do, you know, let's see. I can't... Hold on, how do I privatize this? Is there a way to? I can't remember. Is it a diamond? Is it a diamond? I'm trying to remember. But anyways, let's do like 669 for right now. And we will do just mob drops. Pretty straightforward. Nothing crazy. We're just going to save that frequency. And we're going to set it to that frequency. So, not a huge deal. I will... Oh, I love the looks of these things. They are so beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. Just like space. Deep space in there. So, all the mob drops that come out of here... come out of this chest, should go into that Tesseract. Now, that Tesseract will not accept them at this point in time. Why is that? Because the Tesseract has nowhere to put the items on the other end. So, you need to make sure that you have another Tesseract. That's the way this thing works. Oh, boy. Is this going to become a problem? This is looking like it's going to become a problem. Just saying. I might need, like, some sort of an auto kill. But when I'm not online, it shouldn't be a problem. I have no chunk loaders out in this area, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So for right now, because we don't really have a storage center, we really need to get working on some of this stuff. Because we don't have a storage place, this is all kind of a waste now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this for the mob drops. And I'm going to leave it as items receive only. Set frequency. Alright, so this guy is ready to accept the items that we get from the other stuff. Now, is there any improved chests or anything? Double chest, triple chest, quadruple chest. How do I make those? Okay, compact storage. Compact chest. Alright, we might have to look into compact chests. I don't really know how to use it, though. That's this thing down here, right? So, how do I do it? Let me figure this out. We might need, like, a big chest. Quadruple? Or maybe we should even go with, like, a barrel system. Right? Like, I mean, we're kind of at that point. I'm thinking we need to set up a little bit more of a system. So let me get a few things together here then. Alrighty, so I've added a few barrels down into our kind of temporary storage situation over here. And I've ran a few item conduits on the backside, just using the wrench to separate things out accordingly. So basically what I can do now is I can add this Tesseract, say for example right there. It's not connected with anything, it's nice and compact, and it's joined in quite nicely. So it's going to start receiving items. Now, I'm not sure if it needs a servo or not. It probably does. So let's do a servo on there, and let's put that to ignored. Alright, let's see. Are things going to show up? I'm not sure if this works. I might need to output it into a chest before the Tesseract. So it's receiving items. Is it going to work? No, it's not looking like it. I might need to actually put this into a chest beforehand. So let's do that quick change here and see where we are at for that. Alrighty, so here come the mob drops. So we have a few items here. I want to put in a spider eye as well. I'm not sure if we've gotten one. So we have the rotten flesh, the arrows, the string. My god, that Wayla is way too big. How do I fix this? Configure aspect. Alpha scale. Boom, 60%. Okay. That's a little bit better. Now you can actually see my screen. You can see what I'm looking at. So we have a few items. I put in ender pearls as well. And basically, all I did was this. Now, I realized after the fact. Keyword is after the fact. I realized that I had all the barrels locked. So, they probably weren't receiving the items because they were all locked, they didn't know how to receive the items. So, yeah, that was fun. And also this guy here, he can't receive items. So I got to do a little bit of a jerry rig here. So let's remove that, and we'll put in that guy. And what we'll do is we'll do that and that. Okay, there we go. So now that should all still be connected up properly. But now we should, by theory, be able to get items. Oh man, we got a witch. Okay, that's a little bit more of a hurdle than I realized. So we'll set that to zombie brains, that's fine. Now, we're going to have a few items that can't find a home. So, the glowstone, for example, can't find a home because it's connected to all the other ones. But now that we have most of it filtered up, what we can do is we can actually connect that back into the system. So now, glowstone will find a home, but we don't actually have a spot for sticks at all. So we may want to get another barrel for sticks. Pretty straightforward, but, you know, one of those things. You will get more stuff. I think bottles is another one that we don't have a barrel for, but we may end up also doing a little bit of a trash can. I wouldn't mind keeping the sticks around for right now. Sticks are somewhat useful, just saying. There we go. We'll lock it. Excellent. We can put down the item duct like so. And you know what? We don't need it connected, so we won't connect it. How did I get 64 ferrous? There we go. And we will just auto-load it with the sticks. How did I get a dispenser? Honestly. How? How did I get a dispenser? I do not understand this game. How did I just get a Minecraft dispenser? Anyways, so things are going pretty well. We'll have to set up a trash can as well for the things like the bows here and maybe dispensers, which I was not anticipating, let me just say. How many Endermen do we have? Still around 26 or so of 50. So I'm just going to kill these guys off. Actually, are we full on blood? Yeah, we are. So what I might do instead, I might kill them with my luck sword. Just to get more ender pearls. Haha. Haha. This is a great feeling. Just saying. Just saying. This is a wonderful, wonderful feeling. And I got a couple enderman heads. Oh, this is... I couldn't picture this any better. Not at all. Anyways, I don't know where we're at for time. I'm going to double check the time on the video. We'll see if we have time to kind of finish up a little bit more on this system. I also want to check into our lava source up top, upstairs, to see kind of how much use we get out of one drum of lava and start to gauge some of that. We might have to start getting some lava from somewhere else, but we'll see how that goes. And voila. Wow. Oh wow, that is amazing. We have the enderman heads and a ton of ender pearls. Love it. Love it. Oh wow, yes. Just as I thought about 30 minutes into this video. So, very nice video, I think. I think it's turned out quite well. There's lots of loot. We've really expanded on our horizons, in my opinion. We've got some very nice things coming towards us. Good loots and whatnot. Lots still to do though. So much to do in this pack. Anyways, if you did like this video, I really would appreciate that like button. Your support is always so helpful. As you can see, this chest is already filling up with a bit of junk as well. So I might set up a quick little trash can here off camera. But for the most part, this system is working better than I originally thought it would. So I'm very pleased with it. I think it's a great little system, and I hope you guys like it as well. Let's see where we're at. Not that great. So, I mean, we've used up about, almost 100,000. But we do have a nice buffer in the redstone energy thing there. And we still have a lot of loot to go through. Yes, we do. Alright. We are getting so many drops. It can't even keep up. We might need to upgrade our servo. So anyways, guys, that's it for me. We are done here. It is late. Holy cow, is it late. Wow, I didn't even realize the time. It is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, make sure you slap that like button. Bye-bye for now. See ya.